Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Isaac Brown, Dylan Harden, Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. We're live here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, right off DJ George Drive, Don Elmore Press Box. Okay. We started just a hair earlier. We're going to be playing I want to call it the soundbite, but the clip that Mr. Heath Chambers made back early in the summer. We'll be playing that for y'all. That way, I know people that hadn't been able to hear it is going to be able to hear it. So, anyways, we'll just jump right to it, guys. Tyler Ford pregame show. Mr. Dylan Harden, how about you read about the series real quick, my man?
All right, so in the series, Booneville leads 5-0 against Cedarville. Their last meeting was last year, and it was a win by forfeit.
That was a
rainy night.
It was a very good thing I did not go to that.
And a waste of time.
Big waste of time.
In like 20 minutes, the field turned to a lake.
I wasn't with y'all last year, but I assume that y'all probably set up and then you
set up there for a long time for
hours?
What we knew was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Booneville has won the last 5, and their first meeting was all the way back in 1996 on October 11th, where the Bearcats beat the Pirates 40-28.
Yeah, that's pretty good showing. Games in this series, if my memory serves me correctly, just hadn't been just super close.
No, it hadn't been super competitive series throughout the years. And then you look at this game tonight, it's expected to, on paper, you look at it and it's expected to kind of be along those lines as well.
Right.
Cedarville coming in with a 1-8 record, 1-5 in conference, and Booneville on the opposite side of that, 7-2 and 6-0 in conference, and it's just expected to kind of be a little one-sided tonight.
Yep.
Of course, you can't overlook these guys. You can't overlook anybody.
Right.
You got to come ready to go, take care of business. So look for the Cats tonight to come on the field, get the offense going early and often, and try to hopefully push this thing into that sportsmanship rule, that mercy rule, going into the half. That'll be the goal.
That would definitely be the goal. And just in case some of you folks are wondering, well, this is the last home game of the season. Why is it senior night? Well, back earlier in the year, Cedarville had several players hurt. There's only like 14 original players on the roster.
Right.
So they were down to like 11 guys, and they wasn't sure if they were going to be able to finish the season. They have moved their freshmen up tonight to help play, so they got about 18, 19 players on the roster. But there was talks with another school to get a game going. That's why senior night was bumped up a week early. Cedarville let everybody know in the conference, hey, we're going to stick around. Our guys healed up, and got to give them kudos for that.
Yeah, you respect that, man. They showed up even when, things weren't necessarily going in their favor. And injuries and stuff, that can really hurt a school that the enrollment is so small and
right.
the participation in the program is very little. So kudos to them, as you said, to come on out, and they bumped these 9th graders up to give them a little bit more depth. We'll see what they've got tonight.
Yeah, I guess we'll jump to the stats real quick so we can play that clip. Of course, the main guy to look out for, guys, is going to be Mr. Dax Goff, over 1,500 yards on the year.
Yeah, he's just been a stud. He's averaging a little over 10 yards a carry and nearly 170 a game.
Yeah.
So he's been a stud. You look at the touchdowns we've got 20 on this paper, and boy, it feels like a lot more than that. But
I didn't add.
No, I'm not saying that.
Well, no, you said that, and I looked down like crap. I didn't. So he's got 23 on the year.
Okay, he's got 23 on the season, and he's inching closer to that school record of 20.
There's 33 in a single season, and
right.
then for the career, he's sitting at 70. And
right.
the career record's 76 by Bryson May and Carson.
So
right?
he's got an opportunity to reach that tonight. Go a long way if you can make a little push into the playoffs, which is the goal. But what I'm getting at here is Goff. He's been a force on the ground this year. You look at him through the air as well. He's not been just super used.
Right.
We don't do a lot through the air, but he does have 6 catches, and those 6 catches are going to go for nearly 27 a game at 161 total yards and another 2 through the air, touchdowns through the air. So he's been a force, man, and look for him to continue his ways tonight.
Some guys to look out for on the defense. Dax, he's obviously your leading tackler for the Cats. He's got, let's see here, flip over here. 66, almost 70 tackles on the year. Hunter Warren, he's come along pretty good his sophomore season. He's got almost 40. And then Matt Obar, he's sitting at 31 himself. And then Damari Poole, he's got almost 40 as well.
Yeah, just spreading the wealth around on the defensive side of the ball, and that's something that I think we've been much improved this season. You look at last year's team, man, we were competitive, we were good, but we did have to score a lot of points.
We did.
The defense, if you had to, I'm not saying they were bad, but what I'm saying is if you had to pick a weaker side, it was the defensive side. And I think this season they've stepped up, and you've seen huge improvements. Look at the Charleston game, where you hold a quality program to just 2 scores. Where they're getting excellent field position for the majority of their game.
Yeah, they were starting at midfield most of the time.
Yeah, and then there's been several games throughout the years that they've held teams a very few yards, and that's been a big improvement, and that's a testament to Coach Kimes and his defense out there, as well as the kids. Man, you talked all those numbers. You've got multiple guys in double-digit tackles on the season, and it's just spreading the wealth and everybody contributing.
Yeah, defense has been stellar. Up until last week in conference play, they only been allowing 100 yards in the first half.
And that's just outstanding.
So we'll take a step back, folks, and let you enjoy the little soundbite clip. It's just going to be audio only that Mr. Heath Chambers made back during the summer of previous games. So we'll sit back and let you enjoy.
What we have here tonight is 2 great programs meeting. Booneville has a great program, great tradition. But as always, you've heard me say it 100 times, here's the way it goes. The teams that make the fewest mistakes are going to win. If we go out there, fellas, and everything goes our way, don't slow or get rattled, put on more steam. If we go out there and everything goes against us, don't slow or get rattled, put on more steam.
Let's call it 3. 3rd down and 3. Big 3rd down play. Here we go, boys. Come off that ball. He's got some room. Gator Ray still driving. He's broke another tackle. Another tackle. He can go. Touchdown. Yes, touchdown. Wow, goodness, man. My goodness. That was just absolutely hard word on Gator Ray's part right there.
Double wing formation again. Running, rolling over the center. Looks over the defense. Hand off to Zach Adair going wide right. Zach Adair cuts back, coach, and he may be gone. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Booneville. And Zach Adair, coach, is shot out there like a cannon. Great speed on that run, coach.
Great speed, great execution on the play. Coach just looking out there looking and seeing there was 2 left. Zach cut it up, and you knew what that spelled. Trouble for them. He's got tremendous speed, and he put that one in from about 40 out. The Bearcats the ball on their own 36-yard line.
Will Swin split wide left for the Cats. Running, rolling, running the veer. Fakes a handoff. He's got some running room. One block, and he may be gone. He is gone. Coach, he's at the 20. No, he cuts back. The 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Great counter run there by Brandon. Got out to the corner, what we talked about. Rolled Gator in there real nice and tight. Coach pulled that thing and gave a good arm fake on the pitch and cut it up and found a seam.
Remember, the game is not won on the first effort, it's won on the second and third effort.
this. Will Swint just catches it with his fingertips and then just prances right into the end zone. Boy, the fans over on this side are shocked, and the Bearcat fans going crazy. Great job by Will Swint, number 5, carries it in for the Bearcat. Touchdown, the 28-yard line of the Nashville Scrappers. Boy, great drive. Boy, we took this ball deep down on our end of the field and have driven it all the way down to boy, and it's just eating the clock up, and that's good Booneville Bearcat football.
Yes, it is.
Handoff right the middle. Brian Taylor, great run by Brian. He has the ball down to the 21-yard line. Well, that young man is running with some heart right down the middle. He's taking some hits. He's playing the whole game on defense as well. Boy, you've got to hand it to Brian Taylor.
And Ricky, our offensive line right now is dominating their defensive line. It's hard for me to understand that. It really is. Right there at the Bearcat hard right now, they're taking it to them.
Yes, they are.
Break one, let's go.
Need to break one right here. I'll call for one right now. Let's go, Bearcats.
Jordan Therrell split to the near side, and Chad Haller to the far side. Double wing, single setbacks. Brian Taylor, Brad West under center. Brad West pulls it. He's got an opening. He turns it over to the 50. He cuts it to the outside. He's at the 40, the 30. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. Bearcat touchdown! Woo! Touchdown, Booneville Bearcats! 1 minute 53 seconds left in the ball game. Bearcats take a 27-21 lead. And now you'll see a sign next year out there on the field saying state champions year 2000, Booneville Bearcats.
Be the labor of my love.
It's going to be 4th down. Shiloh Christian's going to be looking at 4th and 54. The ball is spotted at the 12-yard line of Shiloh Christian. From the first 2 plays, they have gone nothing but backwards. They've gone 44 yards in reverse. 4th down, a little quick kick, a swift punt comes out of there, bounces at the Booneville 40. Picked up at the 45, and he's going to run right up the middle. He's got some room. He's still on his feet. 25. He's got some blockers. He's still got some blockers. He's still 10.
He's in. Touchdown, Tobler Turner. Yes, sir.
Holy cow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here real quick. If we have time, we'll try to slide that back on for you. Your captains out here for your Booneville Bearcats is going to be number 79. That's going to be Frank Gill, or Frank the Tank Gill. Like Frank. Frank's an awesome guy. Love his family. Give a shout out to his brothers, Anthony, Miguel, and Leo, and his mom, Yo-Yo. Hey, she's also got a daycare just down the road. Yo-Yo's Caring Hands. So give a shout out to her. He's going to be our team captain tonight, the 6'4", 390 senior for the Cedarville Pirates. Got number 22 over there. I don't have a 22 on my roster. I don't know where Fennel went. 55, I don't have a 55. Number 2, I do have a number 2. I got 2 number 2s. Hang on, Jake's pulling, or Isaac's going to pull it up. Looks like Cats have won the toss and have deferred. Cats will be defending the east end zone or the junior high. Captains for Cedarville, number 22, Briley Small. Number 2, Braxton Cooley. Number 59, Zach Heckard. Number 1, that's going to be Noah Waterman. Number 77, Bryson Turner. Number 65, Braxton Bentley. And 27, Colton Arnold. That's all the seniors for the Cedarville Pirates. They were your captains. Again, your Booneville Bearcats won and will defer. Fixing to get underway. Your Cats come in number 1 in Class 3A in Hootens. Arkansas Sports Network's got them at 2 in Class 3A. Cedarville comes in number 34 in Class 3A. Your Cats are 7-2 overall, 6-0 in conference play. Real quick, I'll give you a reading of how the conference is looking. Cats are on top right now. then followed by Cedarville, Cedarville.
Charleston.
Charleston, thanks, Dylan.
Yeah.
They got a 5-1 conference record, 5-4 overall. Mansfield and Hackett, they're playing tonight at Hackett. And
it's going to be a big game
it's for seeding, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, that's...
winner gets third seed in a home game. Loser goes on the road. So
and that's one of those games that, it could go either way. I mean,
it really could. And I got to looking. So the winner of that game, where'd I go? They will host the loser of Center Point and Bismarck, and the loser of that game will go to the winner of Center Point and Bismarck game. So
I haven't heard much about Center Point and Bismarck, either of those two teams.
I looked earlier. They've only got, I think, 1 or 2 conference losses on the year. Now, I will say, Hackett played Center Point first game of the year, and it was like
I do remember that. Yeah.
So Center Point's looking for some revenge and hopefully wanting to play Hackett.
Right.
So that could be interesting. The rest of the conference. Let me get back to my paper. So you got Lavaca. Lavaca's locked in at the 5 seed. Then West Fork. West Fork played a couple of close games their last 2 games, and they could have caused some havoc in conference play if they was able to sneak some of those out. They lost in overtime to Hackett a couple of weeks ago. West Fork made a little push at the end of the season, just wasn't able to make anything happen. Then you got Cedarville, their lone win in conference and on the year, Dylan, like you said earlier.
Yeah. I mean, they got a big win against Greenland a couple weeks ago.
And kick's going to be fielded at the 10 by number 22. He gets down to the 30. Real quick before we get going, I want to thank some sponsors for the app and the website. That's First Western Bank. They are exclusive broadcast advisor. They've been serving our community for 110 years. And then some sponsors for the live stream: Tyler Ford, Shelter Insurance, Rockline Industries, Airmaster Inc., Don's Easy Pay, Midtown Char. Just a couple sponsors. Some other sponsors real quick: O'Reilly Auto Parts, Pop and Putt Metalworks, and Crowley City Service. You're going to have 2 receivers to the right and 1 to the left. Kind of a two split, yeah. Split back. There we go. Good stop there by Big Country. And Dylan Todd and Hunter Warren on the stop, guys.
It's going to be the key, man, just stopping them on early downs and forcing them into deep scenarios.
Yeah.
It's a good job right off the bat by the Cats defense, flocking to the ball. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up.
Dylan, last week, he had, wasn't him, he's the one that had 8 tackles last week.
He had 8 tackles last week.
Yeah, he had a good game last week, man. Looking to build off on that. Already up to 1.
Little halfback screen pass over here. And
good pursuit.
Yeah, it's about a gain of 3 there. Cedarville's led by Coach Spencer Adams. He was at Barton last year. This is his first year at Cedarville as Coach Max Washhausen, went to his alma mater of Prairie Grove. I believe he's the offensive coordinator there this year.
Yeah, he's going to be trying to kind of rebuild this team.
Yeah. Already seen them do a couple different formations here, and got twins to the left over there. And nice complete pass. Let's do the senior, number 27, with Washburn in pursuit. Still on his feet, down to the 20. Still on his feet. He's going to be pushed out of bounds by Madsen at the 1. We'll see where they spot it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely not what you're looking for there. I mean, little 3-4 yard pass, able to shed 2 or 3 tackles, a lot of arm tackles on that. And
it was.
Nobody able to really get a hold of him, bring him down, and they hit the big play all the way down the 1. We're going to have a 1st and goal coming up deep into Cat territory here.
Got a split back here. Formation for the Pirates, and it's just going to be a handoff right up the middle, a starter step. And good stop there by Matt Obar.
They're going to call him in.
They are. I'm sorry.
Stretched it across the line.
He looked like he went forward a little bit.
Yeah, I think
they
second
gave
effort
it to him.
Yeah.
Second effort there.
Not expected at all.
No, they definitely coming out on fire. I think that's the same man that caught the pass, if I'm not mistaken. 27.
Got him on the roster there?
Yeah.
I haven't
Colton Arnold.
I hadn't had 90% of these people on
he's,
the roster.
He's the only one I got.
Yeah.
Him and, did we say Cooley was number 2, Isaac? All right.
Cooley.
And we do not have any stats for Cedarville because we could not find any online. So looked on Max Preps, Scorebook Live.
Going for two, got pressure from Todd. Just going to be thrown away.
And good job there by
that's your junior.
Jace Washburn.
Yeah.
Good pursuit right there. And again, we get pressure, and it's just a little bit of an arm tackle, not really throwing our body into them, and Cats catch a break right there as Cedarville's 2-point conversion falls no good. It's going to be 6-0 Cedarville early in the game, 10:26 to go.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks, you know, Booneville, they've had a little bit of a shaky start on defense. So that's what we were talking about. It's going to be key for them to kind of try to stop them early.
Right. Yeah, I mean, your key is to stop them early, and now
that's the key for any game, you know. I mean, you've got to get on top of it.
So Cats kickoff return team going to come onto the field and look to match. Mine.
Zach made a mess.
Zach spilled my hibachi.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. It only cost all the money I had. That was going to feed my kids for a week.
Well, looky there. There's a Bearcat logo out there on the midfield, guys.
Yeah.
So the Cats looking to match as the kickoff goes straight out of bounds. The Cats elect to keep it where it is and take the penalty yard. So the Cats will take over 1st and 10. The ball will be placed up. It looks like they're going to place it at the 35. Cats offense jogs onto the field looking to match and regain the lead here. Cedarville's 2-point conversion does fall incomplete.
Who's playing center? That's a good question. 62, that's Mayo, sophomore. Getting first varsity start. Pitch to Connor Lentz. He's at 50, 45, 40. Down to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Pushed out of bounds about the 7-yard line. This may be the game, guys. He breaks through.
Yeah, he's a kid that I think I said this a few weeks ago, and I'll stand by it. Connor Lentz is somebody that's going to blow somebody up in these playoffs. I really feel that. I mean, you can't key on everybody. Lentz may be the guy that ends up being the benefit or taking the benefit of that as Dax takes one up the middle down to the 3-yard line. Be 2nd and goal coming up.
And let's see.
Second effort there's going to
touchdown. Bearcats. 9:47. Cats get on the board.
Moreno jog on the field here for his point after attempt. Game tied at 6. His kick is up, and it splits the uprights. It's going to give the Cats the lead on the quick redemption there, 7-6. That touchdown, first one is going to be brought to you by Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance. Gerald Baker of Shelter Insurance for all your insurance needs. So with Moreno, while we're on the topic of him, his extra point goes through. Last week, he kicks a 46-yard field goal. It's a first field goal make for the exchange student for the Bearcats. It also happens to be the 2nd longest field goal Booneville's ever had.
Yeah.
James Lee, back in 1991, kicked a 50-yarder in Week 11, first round of the playoffs. So Moreno's is actually the longest that you ever seen in a regular season game for the Cats. It's also the longest by a foreign exchange student. That one was held by Roger Olson, who kicked a 38-yarder.
And here's Moreno's kick. Juan's got a good leg on him. And it's going to be fielded at the 15-yard line. Cuts back to the Cats sideline. And he's going to be stood up there by Seth Wilson and Ferris Daines. Hey, speaking of Ferris, he got a 10-yard, 11-yard carry last week at fullback.
Yeah, he did. He was excited watching him come off the field. I meant to ask Coach Crowley about that, and I hadn't thought about it. But, yeah, he's a man of many talents out there. all throughout the year, he's made his presence known multiple times on special teams, and again comes up with a big stop tonight, or assists on a big stop. And so the Cats defense is on the field looking to make up for last possession.
We have one receiver to the right, one to the left. We're going to hand off right up the middle.
go.
And, hey, Fair Staines,
Staines.
man,
There
we're
he
just
is.
talking about.
Yep. Man of many talents, as I said, does a good job right there. Cats are able to move them the wrong direction. Loss of a yard, maybe 2 on the plays. Going to bring up 2nd and 13 is what they've got. I think it's about 2nd and 12.
Let's see. So Ferris, he's got almost 20 tackles on the year. It's not bad for the senior.
No, it's not. He's a kid that works hard.
Yeah.
You know you're going to get that out of him every week, and it's exciting to see a kid finally get his opportunities as senior season able to come through.
Got to have a false start here.
Continuing to move the wrong direction. That's going to back it up another 5. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 17. Cats defense got them on the ropes. Moving it all the way back to the, it's going to be the 18-yard line.
Make it, what, 7? Wow.
7th down.
Yeah, 7th down here.
Second 17, I think is what we're.
Almost got a false start, I thought, again there. And it's
Well read.
Yeah.
It's well read. Just a little. Yeah, a little RPO play, and quarterback elects to let it go to number 27. I think that's one that I do have his number.
Copeland, is that right?
Colton Arnold.
Arnold. Well, I don't know where I got
Colton
Copeland from. That's just an off night for me. I want to go to the house, guys. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation here for the Pirates. Got pressure from the backside from Todd. And, whoo, good job there. Jace Washburn.
Yeah, that pass is intended for Tate LaRue, fullback Tate LaRue for the Pirates. Hits his hands, falls incomplete. I think he was probably going to be out of bounds anyway on the pass. Rolled out to the right just a hair too far. Throw led him out of bounds, and now that's going to bring out the Pirate punt team here. Long 4th and 17 play, and Dax Goff is going to set up right at midfield.
We'll see if he can return one. We hadn't had a special teams touchdown since his week 1 kickoff return.
Little punt's going to take a Pirate roll. Dax is going to elect to let it roll, and it's going to go down to the Booneville 40-yard line where the Cats will take it over at midfield. Good bounce back right there by the Cat defense.
Yeah, pretty good after giving up. What, they gave up about a 70-so yard drive last time. Picked up pretty much on one play.
Yeah, and that was just a little 3-4 yard pass, and just poor tackling. And you know, Cats look to have responded well from that. Has Cedarville going the wrong direction. Now the Cats will take over with a chance to extend their lead.
Lentz goes in motion, and it's going to be a pitch to Dax on the right-hand side. Dax cuts back inside. Got a flag, but Dax is going to be around the 40, down to the 35. He's going to go to the house, folks. He's got the 10, 5, touchdown, Bearcats, but this one's coming back.
Yeah, I think it's going to come on back. We're excited to see it, but the cannons are flying. We're going to have to load that sucker back up.
Yeah.
That one's going to come back this direction. Bad penalty there for the Cats. It's going to back it up to the 35.
Yours? So maybe Dax can do that again.
He's done it before.
He has.
I think he'll have plenty of opportunities tonight to get running. Right there, he made one man miss, and he housed that thing in a hurry. Nobody had a chance to catch him up. And unfortunately, penalty comes.
Looks like we got a couple guys getting some starts on varsity tonight. Their first varsity start, I should say. You got number 54, Caleb Richardson, starting at left guard right now. Pitch to Dax again. Same play, pretty much. He's around to the midfield. 45-40, 35-30.
Got one man to beat.
Stiff arm. Just going to be shoved out of bounds about the 15, 20. Well, that one's marking it at the 19, looks like.
It's a great bounce back right there by Goff. Showed if he can do it once, he can do it again. He breaks that thing down the side and just runs out of room to work. The Cats are going to move that thing deep into Pirate territory here, all the way down to the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, the 16-yard line. Nope, I was right. 19.
Okay.
19, okay. Thought I was going crazy there when I looked down there and I was that far off. 19-yard line, be 1st and 10.
Washburn's your quarterback. Hand off to Warren right up the middle at fullback position. He's down to the 10. He's still on his feet down to about the 6-yard line. Good run there by the sophomore.
Yeah, hard nose. Just drug a guy with him for several yards. And that's the type of stuff you want to see from your sophomore fullback, stepping in to the Ryland Ray role. Ryland hopefully be back here in a few weeks.
Yeah.
You know, he's still tracking to make an appearance late in the playoffs, assuming we can make that happen.
Right. And pinch to Lentz over here on the left-hand side, and he's just going to walk in. Touchdown, Bearcats.
That's a quick one. Cats able to break it through off the long run by Dax Goff, capped off by Connor Lentz, 6-yard touchdown carry. Moreno's going to be on the field, looking to tack on a point here. His kick is up, and it splits them deep into toward the old field house, where the Cats are going to take a 14-6 lead, and that second touchdown of your game is brought to you by Lofton Dentistry. Lofton Dentistry, keeping the bite in the Bearcat.
You worn that shirt yet?
Yeah, yeah. I wore it last night, actually. I'm going to wear it every time I go to the dentist. Hopefully they can keep the bite in me. As many bad teeth as I've had over the years.
Yeah, the one that I got from him, I gave mine to my stepdad.
There you go.
It's a little bit too big for me, so.
So the Cats are able to answer right there with a quick Dax Goff carry, followed up by the Warren and Lentz runs in for a touchdown. And now kickoff team is out on the field, looking to give the Cat defense good field position here. Excellent job through 2 trips so far. This Moreno's kick is up, a little low, and it's going to be fielded at the 12-yard line. That's Arnold, and he's got nowhere to go. Hello.
Yeah.
Going to get knocked down. Looks like they're going to place him at the 25-yard line, where the Pirates will take over 1st and 10, looking to keep pace with the Cats.
Give a shout out real quick to Maddie Means watching. She says go Cats, as well as Austin Wilkins. He's watching all the way up from New York. Not New York City, New York, but around Cersei or so. Pulaski, I think. Also, Miss Mandy Langway, they can finally say they are cheering them on from home. Well, that's good. Glad y'all are home and cheering the Cats on from home. A couple shed tackles here by Arnold. He's just a hard-nosed runner. A senior here for the Cats. He's wrapped up, though, by number 60. That's Aiden Fox.
Yeah, good job with Fox in pursuit right there, but he does manage to pick up a 4-yard carry there, where they'll have a 2nd and 6 coming up.
I was going to say, if you need to kind of wrap things up, keep them nice and bundled up, some sponsors for our app and the website, 5B Properties and B Plus Rentals. You can see Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. Head on down there. He could probably, give you a storage unit or something. You can keep your stuff bundled up down there.
It'll be a little 1, maybe 2-yard carry right there up the middle for Pirates. I think that was Arnold on the carry. It's hard to see their numbers.
Yeah, it
Those
is.
gold numbers, they kind of blend in with the ground around it. Hard to, they have to turn at an angle before I can tell what it is. So we're going to have us a 3rd and 4 coming up. Cats with a big opportunity right here to keep them deep in their own territory.
And it's just going to be kind of a handback counter, I guess you could say.
Yep. We've got a flag comes in right at the end of the play from the line judge on that side of the field.
Looks like that was Wilson and Todd on the stop.
There is a flag on the play.
We'll see what the flag is. We've got a face mask. I was afraid that's what it was.
Yeah.
Where it came in at, and the timing of it felt like that might be what we have going, and that's unfortunately what it is. So the Cats get a big stop, but the penalty is going to extend this drive. It'll be 1st and 10 as they move the ball all the way up to about the 47-yard line, 46-yard line as they approach midfield.
A couple games we're going to kind of keep an eye on. Rising and Drew Central. right now, Cats pretty much going to play Drew Central. Now, Drew Central could cause some hiccups. They got another flag. It'll be, and yeah. Oh. Just kind of moved it.
Yeah, he was brushing the grass away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he halfway snapped
Oh, and they're going to call it against the Cats.
Wow.
Must have been lined up right over the top
I
of them or
guess
something.
so.
I couldn't tell it. Okay, so we were all unsure of what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So now we're going to be across into Cat territory here at the 49-yard line. Pirates are going to have a 1st and 5 coming up, and another Bearcat penalty is going to continue to move Cedarville in a positive direction.
You know, we had gotten better, but the last 2 games we kind of reverted back. I don't know.
Yeah, just a couple of silly ones like that. That's most likely lining up off sides, and, you know, that's just a concentration thing. And you know, the face mask, sometimes that's a lot of bodies in trying to make a play.
Tackle.
Nice little screen pass there by Cedarville. He's going to be knocked down, though, by Lance Sims. But that's going to be a 1st down for the Pirates.
Yeah, that's a good little move right there by 34, able to just kind of juke and jive his way and find a little bit of room to work. Ball's going to be placed at the 40 now, where the Pirates are going to get them a fresh set of downs once again. It'll be 1st and 10. Scrappy little group so far tonight.
Boy, they are, aren't they? Not just a whole lot of guys. They got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys on the sideline over there. And that play goes nowhere. So, yeah, give them some credit, Scrappy. Not just a whole lot of them. They got some fight in them.
Right. And right there is what we're looking for, that big play on 1st down. You know, you want to keep them in their tracks, keep them in their place, and right there the Cats are able to back them up a yard. And like I said earlier, I think early down stops is going to be key. You want to force a team like Cedarville to put the ball in the air. And in order to do that, you got to keep them moving or at least staying put.
You'll have 2 receivers to either side. Shotgun formation, little receiver screen, but it's read nice by Todd, but it's a missed tackle. Neidert, though, on the stop for the Cats.
Yeah, it's a good read by Neidert. Comes in with the 2nd line of defense there, able to knock him down. You were right. Dylan Todd had a beat on him right there and just unable to make the play. So that's going to be a gain of, it looks like, 4, maybe 5 yards on it. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now, and the Cats looking to force Cedarville into an early decision here. You would think of them across midfield here, it's most likely 4-down territory, but you get a big stop here, and you may see them elect to try to pin the Cats deep and play a little defense.
We're going to have 4:05 left to go here in the 1st. It's going to be a toss over here to the right. Almost slips. He's wrapped up, though, by Ferris Daines.
And that's a great job by the defense right there in pursuit. Just a yard, maybe 2 gained on that play. Looks like just a yard. So we're going to have as a 4th and 6 now. We'll see what they elect to do. I imagine they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I think they are. And Arnold for the Pirates, number 27, he's a ball player. He's carrying this team pretty much so far on his back and not doing half bad.
No, he's a scrappy player, man. You can tell by – it was hard to find game film and stats and stuff on him today. I haven't watched a lot.
That little
pass,
ball comes out. That's a live ball. Scooping, almost a score, maybe. We'll see. He's got a convoy in front of him. Jace Washburn to the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10,
Outrun him.
Touchdown, Bearcats. Oh, man.
Well, it was a good play call.
Oh, it was.
Everybody comes free, and they're able to dump it right over the top. And I don't know if he just dropped it or if his knee knocked it out or what happened, but it was definitely on the ground and picked up by Washburn, who takes it to the house.
I think that's our 2nd scoop and score this season.
Yeah, that's a 70-yard scoop and score.
Wow.
Defensive touchdown. Great job by the Cat defense taking advantage of a situation that could have been
very disastrous.
Yeah, go the wrong direction at least, and they're going to take that to the house for an additional 6 with Moreno's kick incoming.
Who was that out there blocking? That was Fisher, and who else?
I don't know.
Give them some credit. Get out there and get a block.
It was, I think I saw
kick is up and
Neidert out there blocking.
Neidert, okay.
Kick is up and good, and that's going to extend this score to Booneville 21, Cedarville 6. And that touchdown is brought to you by Jeff Terry with Arkansas River Valley Roofing. Arkansas River Valley Roofing for all your roofing needs.
We'll thank some other sponsors real quick for the live stream. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by and let Philip and the guys take care of your vehicle. And then Pop and Putt Metalwork LLC. Give J.D. Jones a call. J.D. makes some salsa, some jalapeno relish. He can make you just pretty much anything you want. So give J.D. Jones a call. Him and Jason do a pretty good job down there. And then Crowley City Service. They do tires, brakes, oil chains, shocks. So we can give thanks to those people for sponsoring the live stream.
They're going to be doing my brakes come Monday. They did me some tires today.
Oh, I thought I saw you down there.
Yeah, I get the pleasure of going back. Moreno, his 4th kick of the game is up, and we have got a flag. I believe Cats may have been offsides there, crossed a little early.
Yep.
So that will back it up, and we'll try it again. Moreno will get to test his leg from a little further back. Ball's going to be placed the 35-yard line. Cedarville, you feel like their offense has got to take advantage of this. I mean, I know it's early in the first quarter. It's 21-6, but you can't fall too many scores behind.
No.
And especially with how quick this offense has gone. And I'll tell you another thing that a lot don't think about. This is prime positioning for Cedarville to make an attempt to run because this defense, Cat defense, has been on the field for a long time.
They really have. And like you said, this could be their chance.
The scoop and score.
Not a bad little return there for the Pirates. They're going to start it at their own 40.
Yeah, I took advantage of the penalty, able to get this thing in pretty good field position. I think the best of the night up to this point. And like I was saying, Cats defense has spent a lot of time on the field tonight.
Yeah.
Offense has scored pretty much at will up to this point. Just marching down 3-4 play drives right there. They get the scoop and score where they get to sprint full speed the wrong direction or the opposite direction. Now we're back on the field again. So look for the Cats to hopefully get them a quick 3 and out, and the offense come on the field and give them a much needed rest.
Looks like you got number 73. I believe that's going to be Brian Smith rotating in on the defensive line for the Cats. Quarterback keeper, excuse me. And he's going to be lost, about 2 yards there?
Yeah, that was just a ugly play up the middle there. Not a lot of room to work. He caught that and he put his shoulder down and just
boom.
It looked like he'd kind of given in. Not a lot of room to work. And we're going to have a timeout taken on the field by Cedarville. It'll be their first with 2:37 to go. Booneville has a 21-6 lead.
Tell you what, folks, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, Don Elmore Press Box. Give you folks a play-by-play. We got part of Jake Sabachi picked up. We think someone else knocked it over too. So
they're trying to make me clean it up.
Yeah,
I refuse.
Good
job by Dakota Madsen.
You got Hillman Todd in there on the stop.
I was going to back him up a couple of more. Yeah, I figured out where I'm not going to leave my hibachi from now on, or maybe just that may be God's way of telling me I don't need that hibachi. I don't know. I'll eat it when it comes off the floor, but only so many times.
Right.
So, no, the Cats doing a good job out there right now, man. They got them moving the wrong direction, what we were talking about. You got them in this 3rd and long, and it looks like Cedarville's going to have to go to the air.
Yeah.
Prime positioning for the Cats to hopefully force them into another mistake.
They've had that little success with the kind of a curl or a drag, I guess.
Yep.
And he's going to be wrapped up by number 20. That's going to be Mr. Clayton Green.
Yep, carrying that thing like a loaf of bread out there, too. The old Matt Jones. Remember Matt Jones, the Hogs? He always had that thing, scared me to death.
Yeah, that dude was quick.
Yes, he was. Big-time sack right there is going to move Cedarville way back, all the way back to, it looks like the 24-yard line. 26-yard line, I'm sorry. It's going to be 4th and 24. Cedarville and their fancy formation here going to punt it away.
Yeah, it's going to be a high kick. Takes a cat bounce. And first time we're going to start in Pirate territory.
Yeah, it's going to be right across midfield there. Going to place it at the 49.5-yard line.
Yeah,
we'll call it their territory. It's right at midfield, it looks like. So Cats are going to get it.
Well.
A couple times they heard you talk and they thought we can't have that.
We can't have that. Backed it up. Look.
Backed it up a whole yard. Now we're halfway into our own territory.
Well, alrighty then. Neither split out to the left, Matson to the right. Goff is your fullback. Todd's in at left halfback. A little screen pass over here to Neither. He's caught it, and he's going to be down. Ball comes out. And let's see who gets on it.
Nobody wants to
they're
celebrate.
They're fighting for it here.
It'll be second down. Booneville
gets
on top of it. That's a good job by Neither, able to just kind of squirt through and get a little room there, and ball does come out at the end.
I think it was Connor Lentz that got on top of it.
So ball will be placed at the 42 now. Cats will have a 2nd and 2. 8-yard completion to Neither.
Todd goes in motion. He's going to head off to Dax right up the middle. Boy, howdy, hello.
Guy.
Yeah. He just met a freight train.
Well, I did the radio with Chuck a few years ago. He'd always, every time there was a big truck like that, he'd go, good morning, good afternoon, good night. I always remembered that. So the Cats, they get a big carry right there. Is going to be placed all the way up to 25. Goff gets it again. No, he does not.
Nice pitch
Dylan
to Todd.
Good play by Cedarville there. Fooled me there. Todd able to catch the pitch there and gain just a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8. Dylan Todd's a guy that it's his first carry of the night, but he kind of made his presence known out on the field last week, guys.
Oh, yeah, on both sides of the ball.
He did.
A defensive player of the game, most tackles on the team last week.
We have got
the end
of the first quarter.
All right.
The end of the first quarter. Cats are going to jog to their sideline, holding on to a 21-6 lead, but they are moving into Pirate territory.
They are. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it here real quick. Let's see here. I'll get my paper situated. We'll thank some sponsors for the live stream real quick. Some Tier 3 sponsors. That's Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. Frankie and Cynthia, they're kind of getting away from the metal work, getting into the laser engraving. They do hats, koozies, license plates, air fresheners. Cynthia makes some air fresheners, or freshies. I talked to Frankie at work this past week. They're called freshies. But you can check them out on TikTok, Facebook, or Etsy. Wiggins Ace Hardware for all your hardware needs, or if you got a honey to-do list. And then Doris Davis Tax Office. You can call 675-2358. They do taxing, income tax preparation, bookkeeping, and payroll service. Jump over to the playoff talk real quick. We have a little bit of time. Cats are going to be on the top side of the bracket. Have a home game. More likely play Drew Central. We'll dive into a little bit of that when we have a little bit more time to talk later. Then below us is the winner of Osceola and Manila. And it's going to be a handoff to Dax Goff on the right-hand side. Sheds a couple tackles.
Still on his.
Oh, boy, howdy. And Matthew Crosby, he just pushed his player all the way to the track. That's sticking with the block.
With that carry, that's going to give Dax and the Cats a fresh set of downs here. Ball's going to be moved up to, it looks like, the 12-yard line. Not quite into a 1st and goal scenario yet. Ball's going to be at the 12-yard line, 1st and 10.
Let's go 15. It's going to be a pitch to Lentz over here on the left-hand side, and Mr. Connor Lentz, second touchdown of the night. I don't know where he was going, but makes it 27-6 with 11:21 left to go here in the first half.
So that's going to extend this lead to 27-6. 11:21 to go. Moreno on to do the kick. The ball is snapped. Hold down, kick up, and it is good. Split some. Getting more and more consistent with every kick. And that fourth touchdown is going to be brought to you by Brett Cook with Community National Bank for all your banking needs.
Hey, for your banking needs, and Brett Cook and Community National Bank, they are sponsors for the app and the website. They are a premier sponsor, so give a shout out to them. Also want to give a shout out to Shelter Insurance and agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker, S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs, the City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker, Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert, First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids, and Stacy Hobart Photo Art. They are sponsors for the app and website. What do you got, Isaac?
Charleston and Lavaca tied 14 into the first.
Oh, wow. Good little game there. A little rivalry game with the Arrows and the Tigers there.
Little Highway 22 action.
Yeah. A little squib kick. Ball's on the ground. He's just going to sit on it and catch it there.
Good move right there.
Kickoff fielded by number 22, Ryan Small.
Let's see here. I need like a flip book, I think, guys, is what I need.
Yeah, I'll get you one. I'll get you one. You do as much as you do. Least I can do is get you a flip book. I'll even put a picture of me in it.
Oh,
so
that's
you
so
can look
nice
at it
of you,
if you
Jake.
get to missing me on the drives of these games.
I'm trying to get some scores for y'all here.
All right.
So the Cats defense is now on the field, holding on to a 22-point lead.
And it's just going to be a handoff right up the middle.
Yeah.
He goes nowhere.
Yeah, nowhere to go. And again, Pirates are finding themselves behind the sticks here. It's going to be a loss of 3 on the play. He's going to bring up a 2nd and 13.
All right, I've got one here for y'all. Mansfield is up on Hackett 14-6 in the first quarter.
They're playing for seeding positioning tonight,
They
I
are.
believe, Mansfield and Hackett.
Yeah. Winner gets the 3 seed in a home playoff game. Loser gets a 4 seed and travels to either Cedar Point or Bismarck.
Very big game in the conference.
Very big game. And it's just going to be a handoff right up the middle. Runs it to his own guy, and Lentz is just going to throw him down.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot him right maybe a half a yard ahead of where they started there. So, again, they found themselves behind the sticks with a big 3rd down play, looking to go to the air most likely. Last time, Cats are able to take advantage of it and get a big sack.
Looks like you're going to have 2 receivers. Or we'll say trips to the left, 1 to the right. Single back formation. Quarterback's going to roll to his right. Got some pressure there from Green and Warren. And just going to throw it just a hair short. That's a nice spiral, though.
Yeah, it was a pretty-looking ball. Just it's a deep pass.
Yeah.
I mean, right there you like to see somebody get to the sticks there and when they're in pursuit. And the receiver just kind of kept running,
Yeah.
instead of reading the what was going on behind him there. And so that ball is going to fall incomplete. And that's going to jog on that punt team once again. Cats doing a good job, and this time they're not going to send anybody back. No reason to chance anything here.
Right.
Holding on to this 22-point lead, looking to get the ball back here. Pretty good field position as it's going to bounce and take a Pirate roll all the way down to about the 30-yard line.
So the Cats are going to take over on their own 30. You got any more scores? Isaac's got some brought up, looks like. What we got over there, guys? Nothing. Perryville and Newport, that's for seeding as well. The winner gets the 3rd seed, and the winner gets the 2nd seed, loser gets the 3rd seed. Make sure I tell you right. Yeah. Either way, both the winner and the loser is going to have a home playoff game in that conference. All right, looks like Warren is in at fullback for you Cats. Goff goes in motion from your left halfback position. Washburn looking to pass. Madsen wide open. Oh, man. Oh, boy, howdy. He had a 70-yard touchdown right there.
And nobody around him.
Nobody.
It's the throw is just a hair long. Madsen, though, he just kind of stays in stride, doesn't go up in the air to get it. And between the two, it just goes off his fingertips, and that's going to fall incomplete. But, boy, it was a wide-open look. And unfortunate break for the Cats is now they've got a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Lentz goes in motion, hand off to Warren right up the middle. Takes a decent hit off a guy, but he still gets about 6 there on the carry.
Good job by Warren. He hadn't had his number called a lot on the offensive side, but when he has, he's certainly made his presence known out there on that field.
He's averaging, what's he averaging, Jake?
He gets that book as well.
Hand it off there, and he's going to have the first down. So pick up a, what, 3? 4?
He's only had 25 coming into tonight. He's had 25 carries, but he has had 144 yards. So he's averaging over 5.5 yards a clip here. Pretty good for 48 a game on average. So hadn't had his number called a lot, but he's certainly been effective when he has, and he's somebody that in the upcoming years is going to be a force out there for the Cats.
Most definitely. Nice pitch to Dax on the right-hand side. Cuts in, little spin move, and he's just going to go down at the 44-yard line.
That was a good little tackle right there. That's Chasen Oden. Makes that tackle, and he did everything he could. He's holding on for dear life. Did what he needed to do, holds on to that, and brings Goff down, but not before he crosses into across midfield and into Pirate territory, where looks like we're going to have another timeout with 8:47 to go.
Isaac, what was that score you found?
Harmony Grove and Barton. Harmony Grove's 12, Barton's 15, somewhere in the second quarter.
So, they are in Rising and Drew Central's conference. So, me and Chuck was talking about this before the game. If Rising loses to Drew Central and Barton beats Harmony Grove, then Rising, well, it depends. If Drew Central beats Rising by 9 points, Rising is the 5th seed, Drew Central is the 4th seed, and Barton is the 3rd seed. Okay? But if Rising just loses to Harmony Grove, because it forces a tie.
A lot of big games coming up in the conference.
Yeah. So that's going to be a game to keep an eye on, because that could change who we play next week. And it's just going to be a handoff to Warren, a little sidestep. Sophomore up to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Bearcats, 42 yards, Hunter Warren.
It's a good job right there by Warren, man. We're just hyping him up, talking about how he's made his presence known. He's taking advantage of his opportunities, limited.
Yeah, this is it's only his 3rd start at fullback. So
he's stepped right in, man, and right there he houses it. Shows off the speed when he gets to that second level.
This is his longest run yet.
Yeah, I think it is in varsity play. Kick is good. So 35-6 at 8:35 left to go in the second quarter. Warren, he was the leading rusher last year in junior high. I want to say he had 7 or close to 800 yards, I think.
Yeah, he's certainly been impressive over his young career up to this point. As you know, he's a team player. He does what you ask him to do. Works hard. Smart kid in the classroom.
Yeah.
Understands the playbook and everything. He's doing well. One thing that's got him up to this point is his injuries. He's dealt with some injuries here and there. And, I mean, that started with that poor kid when he was young. I mean,
6th grade.
Yeah, he tears his ACL when he's super young, and he's battled back, and the kid's just fought to get to this point, and it's awesome to see him having so much success out there. That's going to be one of many touchdowns right there.
Yes, sir, it is. As Juan approaches the ball, nice little kick by Juan. It's going to be fielded about the 19-yard line. Cuts up here to the Bearcats sideline, but Jonah Wynn and Pachinik, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, Dylan Todd on the stop.
So they're going to get the ball. Looks like they're going to place that at the 28-yard line. Excellent job tonight by the special teams there. And I know the quality of athletes is not necessarily the same, but you look at the improvements that they've made as far as
Yes.
their lanes and staying in positioning. You know, that's something that we lacked a little bit over at Charleston, where they were getting such good start and field position after every kickoff. And improvements were made, it looks like, as the Cats have done an excellent job on kick return or kicks so far.
Quarterback's looking to pass a little curl route there to, who is that? Number 34.
34 is your Dayton, I believe is his name, Reed Dayton.
Reed Dayton.
And they're going to move the chains.
Yeah. Enough for the first down there. Isaac just showed me Rosin's up 14-0 over Drew Central.
All right.
So Rosin wins. The Cats will host Drew Central.
I think it was pretty much expected that Rosin was going to run away with that thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doing a good job of it so far with
Yeah.
that 14-0 lead. Cats looking to get through this game, no injuries, and start prepping starting tomorrow.
And Lynch is just going to throw number 27 out of bounds to Arnold.
Again, they're going to be going the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Ball's going to be placed way back at the 35-yard line now. It looks like 37-yard line. So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 17.
Well, we got a little spare time here. Hey, we'll give a shout out to Dummy Shepherd. He's watching from the big metropolis of Sugar Grove, Arkansas.
Got another one. Caleb Johnson sent me a message. He says, "Go Cats." Caleb Johnson tunes in every week. Big supporter of the Bearcats. We appreciate you, brother.
Boy, Lentz, he's having some back-to-back late flag coming in there.
And I think Chuck said it over here on the radio. Maybe a face mask there, and it did look like his hand might have got up a little high. And we'll see what they come up with here. But and that's what we're going to see. So it's going to move that thing up, and I'm listening to the radio crew talk about it here. Ethan Obar, he's pretty good at what he does.
He is, isn't he?
Knows what he's doing and what he's saying. That's a common penalty you see, and he said, you know, the younger guys, you start to see it a little bit more. And there's probably a lot of truth to that. You know, they're looking to make a play, and a little antsy, and you know, just not as experienced in those situations. So unfortunately, that penalty will go against the Cats. The good news, they were way behind the line there, so we're going to have them 2nd down still.
2nd and 6 is, wow, another sophomore there, Seth Wilson on the stop.
Seth, he's getting better and better every week.
Boy, he is, isn't he?
Just showing tons of improvements. We talked earlier, I don't remember if it was on the coaches show that y'all did or if it was just a conversation I was having with the coaching staff, but Seth Wilson was the name at the beginning that they said of the younger guys that they were really excited to see, and I can see why. You know, he's done an excellent job all year, but these last few weeks he's really started to show out. And again, another young playmaker. So Oden's going to let that one fly to nobody. It's going to fall incomplete between the whole group of players there, and going to have us another 4th down.
Yeah, 4th and 6. Going back to Seth, he's sitting around the mid-30 tackle range. Kind of like you said earlier in our Tyler Ford pregame show, got a lot of guys, you know, sharing the wealth on defense. You know, Dax obviously is leading the crew with almost 70. But everyone else has got about 5 guys sitting at 30s, almost 40s, a couple at the 40s. And then there's about 2 or 3 in the late 20s with tackles.
Yeah, it's just it's been a special group to watch this year. It's got a lot of it doesn't feel like you've got a lot of weak parts of your defense, you know, and they just continue to impress week in and week out. And another one, other than the blemish in that first possession of the game tonight, a little slow start going, but once they got going, they've been impressive. And Cedarville's going to elect to take another timeout. That'll be their – is that their 2nd or 3rd of the game? It's their 3rd of the game.
Okay.
It's going to be their 3rd. So they're going to be out of timeouts here as they elect to call it and make a decision here. And I guess they're going to go for it, and you might as well.
Yeah.
Cats are 1 score away from pushing this thing in the mercy rule anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely are. Isaac, you was showing me something. What do you got?
Rising's 14. Drew Central is 8 now.
All right.
Oh, wow. Drew Central.
All game.
Yeah. Trying to move up a little in the conference standings there in the 3A6. I mean, kind of like we talked, Dylan. It could throw a little wrinkle in it. You know, if Barton is to hold on to their lead on
I was looking on Hooten's the other day, their Week 10 rankings. Got the play in first.
Jonah Wynn with the big sack by the senior.
That's not what they drew up.
No, it's not.
So the Cats are going to get excellent starting field position now. Ball's going to be up to the 35-yard line, 34-yard line. And Cats looking to tack on one more here. Plenty of time, 5:50 to go. And, of course, that mercy rule, assuming we do get in, will not start until the second half.
Right.
Right.
This is an important possession here for the Cats. It may not have a lot to do with maintaining a lead, but it does have a lot to do with getting you the option of getting some of these younger guys in and staying healthy out of your first group.
Goff going in motion, looks like it was batted down.
Here in a minute, one of them officials will find that whistle.
Yeah.
They'll blow that thing. Late whistle come in. Finally call that thing incomplete.
Roslyn had just scored again.
Roslyn scored again, as I said.
It's 21-8.
21-8.
A lot going on
there. Got a lot going on down there.
Guys, this is also a fake roster.
Yeah, we've had difficulties finding rosters for
have.
Cedarville today.
Dax gets the pitch, still on his feet. Got Halpane blocking for him in the front.
Yeah, we got a late flag.
Touchdown.
That's late flag, and it's coming back. It's going to be a hold or a block in the back or something. I seen it happen, and it is against the Cats. So another
long run by Dax. Called back.
Yeah,
that was a 35. So
doing everything we can tonight to keep Goff busting one long there.
2 carries called back, and he's had over 100 yards on both of those.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or 2 touchdowns, I should say.
Right. So that's going to back it up a little while, and it was an obvious one.
Yeah.
Just kind of dragging him down on his back, and now we're going to have it all the way back to the 42-yard line.
Wow. Looks like Fisher's going to come into the game at receiver on the right-hand side. Wilson's your tight end on the right as well. Goff goes in motion from the left halfback, and going to have offsides, I think.
Flag on the play.
And Doc Crowley takes his hat off and goes down to his knees and
Or false start, I mean, not offsides.
Well, he signaled offsides, but yeah.
Yeah, he was hollering at Coulter. Coulter was just a hair, I guess, in the neutral zone. So that's one thing you kind of got to watch when you come in. You know, make sure you're communicating with the ref at receiver. Jake knows a little bit about that.
Just a little, not a lot, but just a little.
You're going to have kind of a I formation here, 2 H-backs. Dax Goff gets the handoff. Got some guys over here blocking for him down to the 25-20. Going to push down about the 16-yard line.
That's a good run by Goff, man. Able to bust that thing down that right side and just getting his yards. He's getting them in sporadic here and there, but he's getting them. And another long one. You said I know a little bit about getting that quick. I'm just going to tell y'all a quick story. Coach May, my 9th grade year.
Yeah.
I'm off just a little bit, and he's screaming. The official, I'm right next to him. The official's going, "You're good, you're good."
Dax hurdling the guys. Touchdown, Bearcats. That was going beast mode on everybody.
The official's telling me, "You're good, you're good, you're good." Coach May's screaming, "You're offsides, you're offsides, you're offsides," and he calls a timeout, and he chews me on the side, and I said. He was telling me I was good, and so May told me I'm not good, and then the next day I had to bear crawl at practice for back talking. Never forgot that. Think about that pretty often.
Pretty often, do you? Isaac just pointed out we got a flag in the end zone.
I'm distracting y'all with my great, excellent stories y'all don't care about.
I kind of like that. We can just call it Jake's Corner or something, you know.
Got a personal foul.
I didn't.
Isaac, did you see that?
I didn't see anything.
Ethan, did y'all
I
see
didn't
anything?
see what happened.
So we missed what happened.
Yeah.
But Coach Crowley is mad.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out who he's chewing on.
I'm
just not sure what
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah,
I didn't see it,
We're
but
going to have to go back and watch.
I definitely trust him and believe
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was something. And the way the coaching staff is chewing on him, it looks like they believe him.
Yeah.
Too.
So that's going to
Take it away again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Third touchdown.
Coach Crowley mentioned in the coaches show a few weeks ago that, you know, you can prevent the personal fouls,
Yeah.
but it's harder to prevent, you know, the holding and the false start. And so
That's kind of
they've been trying to, and they've done a good job at preventing the personal fouls this year.
They really have. Hand off to Warren right up the middle. He's going to get about 3 yards there on the carry. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of something. Throwback to Coach May, which, you know, he was our coach when we played, but he's always told us two things you can control, guys: his attitude
and effort.
Right.
Told that to a couple of kids the other day.
Yeah. I say it all the time at work.
Yeah.
I don't think they believe me.
Dax gets the handoff from the aisle formation, and he's just going to stroll into the end zone, 14 yards out.
Goff crosses the line and crosses his fingers, hoping there's no flag. He's able to finally get that one. And that's going to be a good little touchdown run by Dax Goff, and that's going to get you up 41-6. So your goal from here on out is to hold on to that lead. Keep it right where it's at. If you do, you can start the second half with that mercy rule in effect, clock running.
Got
Moreno's kick is up, and it splits them again. So with that, it's going to be 42-6.
Gary Simpson, give him a shout out. Also, give a shout out to Hollis Whitehead. He's watching all the way in New Mexico.
Hollis is?
Hollis is, yeah.
Hollis. Thanks for listening. Maybe you're getting to play golf while you're down there.
Won't have to worry about no hill. Well, I don't know. Part of New Mexico's got some mountains in it, doesn't it? I don't know. I hadn't been out west.
I do have another score update for y'all. In the second quarter of the Charleston-Lavaca game, Charleston is leading 28-14.
28-14. Nice. Charleston kind of pulling away there.
Yeah, trying to pull away. It's a game that Charleston feels like they got to win.
Right.
And they do got to win it.
Yeah, yeah. They'll wrap up the Lavaca scored again. Take that back, Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to update my phone here.
I guess. Nice little run. Ooh, what a pop there by Warren. Nice.
I'm sure that didn't feel good.
No. No, it didn't. I could hit it a little crack up here.
Cedarville jogging on the field here with 4:05 to go. Going to get the ball at the 30-yard line. It's just been kind of an anemic offense out there right now for the Pirates.
It really has.
Not a lot of positive momentum and outside of that first possession. It's been a lot of backwards plays.
Yeah.
As the ball is snapped, and it's going to be a little dump that's going to be caught for about an 11 or 12-yard completion. And that's a little bit of what they're looking for.
Yeah. Good stop there by Washburn.
Completed to number 22, who also does not have a name on this roster. You might have one. I think we've got the same roster.
Yeah.
22's Briley Small.
Briley Small.
Isaac's got some connections, I guess.
Briley Small with a little 12-yard pickup. Getting Cedarville moving in the right direction here as the next pass is
Odin looking to throw. Little underthrown. Oh.
With the way he turned, I thought he was going to catch that right there in his back pocket.
Yeah, I did
sailed
too.
on him just a little bit, so that thing's going to fall incomplete. Dangerous pass.
Yeah.
Offline.
You had Manson right behind Washburn. So.
Yeah, there's 3 Bearcats down there and one receiver that's got his head turned the wrong direction.
Right.
That could have spelled disaster right there. And fortunately for fortunately for Odin, quarterback Odin there, that thing falls to the ground.
We'll have 2 receivers to either side for the Pirates. A little single back formation and nowhere going. Dax Goff.
Nowhere to go if you're that guy.
No.
Running the ball, hit as soon as he gets a hold of it. That's going to be a loss of a yard.
Right. Oh, man. Speaking of nowhere to go, hey, you can always head down to Tyler Ford, see Elias and the guys. They can hook you up. Hey, they always have some deals going here and there. If you just need your vehicle worked on, stop down there at the shop. And, hey, while you're at it, you can get some insurance. Head on down to Shelter Insurance. You got Agent Cheryl Baker, Austin Baker, and Lori Duke. They can take care of you. There's some sponsors for our live stream tonight. Oh, what a hit by Wilson.
Good job right there. That's a big hit.
He is fired up.
Yeah.
Fired up.
He busted that line. And
boy, howdy.
Quarterback just did what he could to get rid of that thing, and it's going to fall to the ground.
Ooh, what do you got there, Isaac?
Perryville 12, Newport 6. Also have West Forks 13 over Greenland at 0.
Hey,
that's at half.
Halftime.
Cedarville is going to bring their punt team out to the field to punt it away. Long, loopy snaps, caught and punted.
Nobody back deep for the Cats, though.
It's a decent punt.
Yeah, and it takes a good little roll for the Pirates all the way to the 18, where the Cats offense is going to jog back on the field.
Looks like, though, we may have a couple new guys in the backfield, though. You're still going to have your starting offensive line.
Right.
Kind of reminds me of what we used to do when we played.
Yeah, and we've already, I believe, got Washburn coming off the field here, and we're going to bring in sophomore quarterback Rhett Neidert. Neidert going to get a lot of opportunities here tonight.
Yes, he is.
The extended drive here in the 2-minute drill, looking to tack on one more before halftime.
Chase Shelton is going to be your left halfback, and Warren.
There's
what's that? Just a botched
snap.
play?
Yeah, bobble snap, something like that.
Neidert able to make something out of nothing there, gain a couple of yards on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 8. As he is now under center quickly. Gets the snap there, and the pitch is off to number 9.
Shelton.
That's Shelton.
Chase Shelton, he's
Off
at the
to
45-50, down to the 40, 35-30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
That's
80 yards.
Something Chase Shelton will remember for a long time. The 80-yard touchdown. Off the pitch by Neidert. Takes that thing 80 yards to the house, and that's going to be another 6 tacked on for the Bearcats. With a minute 27 to go, the Cats 48, Cedarville 6.
I'm telling you guys, there is a lot of really talented sophomores on this Bearcat team.
There is. Shelton's a guy to watch out for in the future as well.
Yeah, he's a kid. I got to know him a little bit more last year, believe it or not, at lunch. I sit with him at lunch a lot, him and Neidert and a couple other ones, and he's a good kid, man. He's smart, and he's got a love for the game, and that gets you a lot of it. You got to love what you're doing. As Moreno's kick is up, and it is good to extend that score to the Cats having 49 to 6. Shelton, Neidert, Lentz, lots of sophomore. Warren,
your whole backfield was
your whole backfield, man, and you've got a bright future ahead of you.
You really do, and then your starting offensive line, you have typically you got Hicks out there starting. He's kind of banged up just a little.
Yeah.
But you got about Wilson at tight end, and you got Richardson in right now starting at your right or your left guard. So you've got 3 guys on your line playing or rotating in on offense. So you like the picture for the future.
Yeah, you definitely do. I mean, the Cats have been lucky and able to just reload year in and year out over the last several years, and even the years where we were down, we were still a team that you didn't want to play.
Right.
You know, a program that knows how to compete and win.
And it's going to be
bright future ahead.
He heads towards the Pirate sideline. Hunter Warren again. That's back-to-back kickoffs he made the stop.
Yeah, he ran about 30 yards along the 20-yard line. Doesn't gain a lot. 10-yard pickup after he's able to corral that thing in after it gets by him. And they will take it over there at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Cedarville will have it with a minute 12 to go in this game, or excuse me, in this quarter, half, whatever you want to call it.
You're going to have 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Got an H-back. We'll toss you a halfback over here. The left-hand side, he's wrapped up by number 60. That's Hicks, or not Hicks. Got Hicks in the mind, but Aiden Fox.
Another sophomore, is that right?
He's a junior.
He's a junior.
He's a junior?
Yeah, he's a junior. He's moved in from Magazine. I remember watching him play last year. Pretty good little athlete. Speaking of Magazine, it's their senior night. Give a shout out to my nephew, my oldest nephew, Brock Gentry. It's his senior night down there. He plays in the band. So we'll give him a shout out real quick.
I believe this is going to be the last snap of the quarter. Cedarville will just give it in the hands of 34, who is drugged down again behind the line of scrimmage. And that's going to take us to halftime. They'll run this clock out and go regroup. It's going to go into the half here. The score, Booneville 49, Cedarville 6.
We'll take a little break and be right back. And when we come back, folks, I was seeing what the head man was doing down there on the field. We'll let you enjoy your Shelter Insurance halftime show. Got some exciting news about the band. We'll let you hear that here in just a little bit. You're watching Bearcat football.
Tonight, the band will be performing their competition show, Clockwork. Part 1, wind up. Part 2, clocks. Part 3, gears. Time unending. Drum Major Cale Smith, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime amazement. your 3A state champions, the Booneville Bearcat Band. The Bearcat Band is under the direction of Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes and under the field command of drum major Cale Smith. The color guard sponsor is Tina Wilson. The band's next performance will be Friday, November 10th, here in Bearcat Stadium for round 1 of the Arkansas State Football Playoff. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bearcats!
Do it? Yeah. Y'all probably. Isaac just showed me his score. We'll get to that here in a second, but thank you for joining us for our Shelter Insurance halftime show, sponsored by Shelter Insurance. Agents Gerald Baker, Austin Baker, and Miss Lori Duke are band members of the week this week. It's going to be the Fabulous Frontline. There we go. All right, band members of the week, the Fabulous Frontline. Go ahead, Mr. Dillon.
All right. Our band members this week are our Fabulous Frontline. Julia Sherman and Aaliyah Brown are very talented mallet percussionists. They both play the chimes, which are extremely important throughout this clocks-themed show. Gabriel Martinez is the TikTok of the show, and the performance is extremely dependent on him keeping the tempo steady. All of our frontline members are also important battery percussionists in the stands and pep rallies. These musicians were instrumental in our Bearcat Band's recent accomplishment at the State Marching Championship competition. These students are excellent examples of how band can teach you to be flexible, versatile, and dependable.
Congratulations.
I'll tell you what, this band, I mean, they've been phenomenal for years now, but this year, I mean, they've
gone up another level.
They've gone on another level this year. I mean, state championship.
They've been in the top 5 the last
they have, and they've
4
gotten,
or 5 years.
They've gotten second and third the last 4 or 5 years. But yeah, this band, they have just been magnificent.
Yeah, they really have. Let me bring the picture back up. But they got like #1s overall, first division, first in visual, first in sound, and first overall. And to my knowledge, that's the first time that the Booneville Bearcat Band has won the state championship in 3A, or in the state championship at all.
Right.
So bringing some more hardware back to the house here at here in Bearcat Country. It's always nice. You got one in trap shooting, one in skeet. Got baseball. There's one in baseball, runner-up in baseball, 2 in softball, and then we've got 4 state championships here in football. Basketball, not quite got there yet, but we've been close the last couple of years, making some pushes in the state tournament,
right.
Especially with the girls team, and the boys made a push last year. I say made a push. They played a very, very good Dumas team last year in the state tournament.
Yeah, they did.
They were good.
I got to go watch that game, and that was just they were good. They were a good team, but Coach Denton's got them going. He's expecting, I talked to him a little bit a couple of days ago, he's expecting them to be going again, have a little success this year, so we'll see. We're hoping so.
I'm also excited about baseball season with Coach Kimes and Coach Fennell.
Yeah.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, man.
Right around the corner.
We'll try to get through this, and then as soon as football's over, we'll get going on that baseball. And I'm excited, man. We got a lot returning. We lost some pieces.
Right.
Lost some. We lost Brooks Herrera.
Right.
Lost Peyton Tatum.
Lost some pitching pieces.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find some guys on the bump to go a little bit, but we do have some pieces returning. We got Rhett Needert. We'll have Jace Washburn, Matt Obar, Dax Goff, Rylan Ray. So we're going to have a lot of our dudes back, but we got to find a couple to help us out, especially late in the season. That pitching. You look at the difference. In the softball last year.
Yeah.
They got on that run. Lexi Franklin gets on the run, throwing, pitching.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And you can't stop her. And the problem is you can get on all kind of run you want pitching in baseball, but you're only throwing in one game.
Yeah.
And then so you got to have a lot of different dudes that can go with the pitch count rules that baseball has that softball doesn't. And So we're going to have to find some guys. Some guys are going to have to step up. Dylan Todd being one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's been a spot starter here and there for 2 years for us now, and this is going to be the year that I think he's going to break through and help us all around. He'll play anywhere we ask him to play,
Right.
and don't really know where we're going to ask him to play yet. Just have to, see. But I think this may be the year he busts through.
He's
really
kind of
helps.
one of those utility players then pretty much for you.
Yeah, his freshman year he played a lot of second base for us. Last year he started on third base for us. He's played a little of the corner outfield positions. He's pitched some, so we'll see. We'll see where it falls, where the chips fall.
Yeah.
We don't got a lot of unanswered stuff right now.
You got a lot of time to figure it out.
We got time. It's not anything that we can do right now while they're all in football. So when they get out, that'll be the day we start prepping for it. And hopefully that's late in the season.
Right.
Hopefully we're not getting ready until getting close to Christmas break. But
hopefully so.
We'll find out soon.
Who's some underclassmen for you guys? While I'm tallying this up real quick, Jake.
Well, we'll have, the freshman group. There's a lot of them, not a lot of experience coming out of any of them. One that I think could, he may niche out a role somewhere is Tayden Washburn, Jace's younger brother. He's a good little athlete. He's played a lot of ball. And other than that, you got a couple kids, Brody Chambers being one that sticks out in my head. He's played a little bit. Connor Lentz is somebody, is a sophomore. He comes back and plays for us this year. He was one of those borderline guys last year. Never really found a spot where he was consistently starting, but would have start for pretty much anybody else in our conference. Probably or most teams in our conference, I should say.
Right.
He was a good little player for us, and he just continued to work hard and get better. Your junior class is going to be led by mine's going blank. Jace Washburn and seniors returning. Rhett Needard, another younger guy. He come in. A lot of times you don't know what you're going to get. When these ninth graders come in, and he was a all district stud for us last year.
I was kind of shocked how hard he hit that ball. I went to one of y'all's practices last year, and he was hitting
and if you're
line
there,
drives up the middle.
If you're there with him every day, you're not shocked. He's a hard-working kid, and he's a little undersized, but he had a little pop in it. He put some long fly balls through the air, and he continues to work and get stronger. He's just going to continue to develop that bat. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We got a lot to figure out, but I think we're going to have a positive season.
All right.
That's pretty good. We'll dive back on into football season here. Got some stats for you folks. Your total yardage for the game up until this point. Your Cats have 402 total yards. 8 of that is through the air, 394 on the ground. For the Pirates of Cedarville, they got 72 total yards, 97 through the air, and negative 25 on the ground.
Yeah, negative 25. That's not ideal.
No.
But that's been a common factor. A lot of that come off the big sack.
Yeah.
Early in the game, but the Cats' defense has really stepped up. Offensively, doing an excellent job. We keep talking about all these carries that Dax Goff keeps getting called back. I didn't realize he's got 164 yards.
He does. So
on the ground. He's still rolling, getting his yardage. He's just had some missed opportunities on the touchdown front.
Yeah.
And our second leading rusher, believe it or not, Chase Shelton. He has that one carry. He's averaging 80 yards a carry today.
Nice.
And he'll get some more playing time here in the second half.
Yeah.
So, you never know.
Yeah, he'll get
We'll
a couple more carries here. Connor Lentz in that starting group's next. He only had 3 carries. Makes the most of them, 74 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hunter Warren, 5 carries for 71 yards and a touchdown as well.
I'll email those to you. Oh, okay. Well. As far as defensively, Dax has got 4 tackles. Jonah Wynn, he's got 3. Hunter Warren, though, he looks to be your leading tackler so far. He's got 6 total, 4 of them being solo, 1 sack, or 1 assisted sack for a loss of 5 yards. Seth Wilson, he's got 2 tackles, 1 assist. He's got that big sack over there as well. So Cat defense, like you said, doing pretty good.
Yeah, you look at this, it's spread on out. Got a lot of guys with 2-3 tackles.
Yeah.
All up and down the line and just spreading it around, everybody doing their job. That's all you can ask for in the Cats defense. Yeah. Aside from that one possession there, which is pretty much the total yards they've got.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, they've got 97 yards through the air, I believe is what it said up top here. 97 passing yards and negative 25 on the ground. So, you know, just Cats have done a great job aside from that one long play there of keeping them in control.
Yeah.
They do have the one takeaway on defense that leads to a scoop and score touchdown by Jace Washburn. And just all around impressive performance by that starting group tonight. Good enough to get these Cats into the AAA sportsmanship rule here, so the clock's going to continue to tick.
Yeah.
The Cats are coming on out over to their sideline, preparing for their next half here. That'll be a quick one, about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Cats will get the ball to start the second half, so you'll see sophomore quarterback Rhett Nieder back under center for the Cats. Probably see Lofton in at halfback, as well as Shelton. More than likely, Garrick Barr will be in at fullback for your Cats, unless they want Hunter to get a couple more carries, but I figure they'll sit him out. Isaac, you got some scores. I saw you looking at them. See how things are shaping out real quick.
So, I don't know if you hear me, but Charleston's 42, Lavaca was 21 at half.
Oh, wow.
Also had Harmony Grove was 12, and Barton was 22 at the half.
Barton 22. Wow. So Harmony Grove, Ouachita County down by 10 there.
Harmony Grove, Ouachita County, whoever you are.
Formerly known as Camden Harmony Grove.
Yeah. I couldn't remember for a second. I was like, who is that? Oh, yeah.
Cats played them here in 2018 when your youngest brother, Gabe, was on that state championship team in 18.
That was it's an odd season, man. That was a sneaky good Bearcat team.
It was, wasn't it?
One of them deals that we won. We expected to win it, and I don't know if we were really expected to go on the run we did. We just got hot, took down a really solid
Good
Prescott
job by
team
Jonah
here,
Wynn.
and went down to Little Rock and took home a big blowout win there over Osceola.
35-0.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was pretty good stuff there by your senior, Jonah Wynn. So I lied. Cedarville's getting the ball first. We won it, though. Yeah.
Yes, we did. I like it.
Yeah, I do too. Coach, yeah. And it's going to be a toss to the left-hand side. Is that Copeland with the ball? Or
I don't think that's anybody.
That's twice I've done that now. If anybody knows anyone named Copeland, they've had 2 carries tonight.
We've got a lot of fake rosters. So.
Yeah. We do.
We don't know who
most of them were online, but some of them we make up on our own.
Sometimes we don't need no help with stuff.
I mean, I've got a roster with 87 kids on here, and I don't even know.
We've got 3 different rosters.
Who any of them are?
Little pass over here to the halfback. He heads to the Cats sideline, and he's going to be wrapped up by Chase Shelton and thrown down at the 40-yard line.
Little rough angle taken down here. We had him hit right there for just a short gain. He's able to hit that sideline and get moving, and that's going to get him across into Bearcat territory where they're going to get him a fresh set of downs at the 41. It'll be 1st and 10. Clock is going to come on. Tick, tick, tick. 10-20 to go.
Got a shout out real quick here. Trenton Lilly, number 65 for the 7th grade squad, says, "Go Cats, go." 7th grade team picked up a big win last night. Ball comes out.
I believe that's going to be incomplete.
Okay.
He never got a hold of it, but ball does come out, knocked out, falls incomplete, and that's going to be 2nd and 10. Pass was intended for Arnold, guy that has done the most of the grunt work tonight.
Yeah.
Number 34 there, just unable to reel that one in, and that's going to be a loss of down there, 2nd and 10.
Give a shout out real quick to the Wichtons, watching all the way up in northeastern Pennsylvania. Joe sent me a thing. It's 46 degrees up there. Wow, what a hit by Warren.
Turner Warren fired up. And
man,
that was a big hit. He bust through that line, nobody around, and takes them down, and they're going to say, come on out of here, Hunter Warren. That's good enough for me. Garrick Barr is going to jog on the field to take his place.
Man, what a hit.
Hunter Warren, big hit, big hit. So that's going to be a loss of down there. It's going to be 3rd and 14 now.
Let's see. Okay. I don't know what. Okay. Yeah. Nice pass there by Odin. Little curl route. Caught. Still on his feet and stumbles. Little help
He runs right into the official.
Yeah. Number 0 for the Cats there, yeah.
There's not a lot of room to run there. He just kept bouncing it out a little more, a little more, a little more. Bouncing it in, I guess I should say. And finds the umpire's kneecap and goes to the ground. That's going to bring up a 4th down, 4th and 8 coming up.
Our crowd wasn't too happy about that one.
No. Looks like the Pirates are taking their time. Let's see. Thought I had a couple more shout-outs to do.
They were taking their time, and now they're hurrying up. They're getting out there.
Little receiver screen. Ball comes out. That should be a.
That's a live ball.
That's a live ball. That's backwards.
They did blow the whistle dead.
Yeah, they did.
Cats will take it. That's going to be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 is the offense. 2nd string led by quarterback Rhett Needert. Number 10 sophomore for the Cats coming in. He's getting his repetition in. That's somebody that he's kind of stuck behind Washburn for another year.
Yeah.
But he will get his number called his senior year, and the more repetition you can get, the better. So games like this is where those guys get better. Needert will get his play from the sideline here and see if he can march down the field and get another score. The one possession that these guys did get in the first half was a short one. It began and ended with an 80-yard touchdown run by Chase Shelton.
Yeah. Kind of like Dylan said earlier, this sophomore group's really talented. The group below them, they're pretty talented as well.
Absolutely.
Brody Chambers, freshman fullback, he went over 1,000 yards last night against Cedarville.
That's crazy.
Handoff there by, or Garrick Barr gets a handoff there.
Yeah, Brody Chambers is going to be a guy to look out for in the next couple of years. I mean, he'll most likely start next year, and
well, he'll come in. He'll probably be behind
rotate in. Yeah,
Hunter Warren to start, but he's somebody that somebody that your number may get called. You never know, so you got to be ready to roll when it does.
You got a pitch to Lofton over here. Ooh, nice hit by Lofton.
Lowers his shoulder and gains a few extra there on that one's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 coming up on the hard-nosed run right there by Lofton. Keeps the bite in the Bearcat and his family.
Yeah, he does.
Delivers big hits out there on the field. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 as we approach midfield. Ball's at the 45-yard line.
He's another one of those guys you think you're going to see some playing time next year.
Yeah, I think you will. He's close.
Ball's on the ground. Needert picks it up and dropped for a loss of 6.
Little disorganization there, and unfortunately, ball hits the ground, and Needert just has to get it and try to make something happen. That's going to be a loss of a few yards there. Is going to bring up a 4th and 9 now, and the Cats are going to elect to punt this thing away from the 40-yard line. Arnold back deep. Matson set to do the punting.
Looks like we're missing.
Got to get a guy out there to.
You got 5 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry.
They got it away, and it is almost punted. It's going to be skied, and it's going to take a roll.
Boy,
the
it
wrong
takes
direction.
A big roll backwards, doesn't it?
Yeah, gets it all the way up to the. Yeah, they said it on the radio there. That's just a 12-yard punt, but there wasn't a lot Matson could do there. They got somebody in that backfield quick, and they have to punt that thing straight in the air. Mix it all in with the bad roll or the bad kick there, and Cedarville's got great starting position here right at midfield at the 49-yard line.
Speaking of rolls, if you're kind of on a bad roll lately, you can always head down to Susan's Flowers and Gifts, get your loved one some flowers or some candy or what have you down there at Susan's. So stop by and see her.
I got another one. If you're on a bad roll and your car won't go anywhere, go down to Crowley City Service. Tires, brakes, shocks.
They do it all.
Oil changes, they do it all down at Crowley's Tire
A couple sponsors for the live stream. Yeah.
Yep.
Jake's
Yep.
getting
I'm
in
learning
on the
from
game.
the best.
Yeah, you're go to college next year.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Say this is what they do in Booneville, and
This is what I learned.
they'll say, "Great, don't do that."
One receiver to either side, got a man going in motion. Gets the pitch over here on the jet sweep. And that's my guy, Reagan Harger, on the stop. And number 24, Garrick Barr.
Yeah, I'll tell you, somebody did a good job right there. Was Triton Halpane. He got wide and forced him back inside. Because of that, he's not able to get much there, only a yard. So they're going to get it to midfield. Good job of the Cats defense as a whole there, led by Triton Halpane, pushing it in. And Barr making the stop.
Yeah, give a couple of these guys a shout-out real quick. That's 55 out there coming off the field now. That's going to be Kyle Myers. Number 67 comes in. That's going to be Mr. J.J. Redmond. 79 is in at your nose man. That's going to be Frank the Tank. And Jonah Wynn is your defensive tackle on the right-hand side. A little Odin. And he's met by Halpane, and I think he's feeling some pain tonight.
Yeah. They call him T-Pain.
T-Pain. I like it.
Call him T-Pain at school. He hits him for a loss of a yard there. He's going to get back 4th and 10. We'll see what they like to do. Might as well go for it at this point, I would imagine.
Halpane's coming out. You got Daxton Bowman coming into the game for the Cats. He had a big tackle. Well, it was a tackle for loss a couple weeks ago.
He's somebody that throughout the years we've getting these late game scenarios, he's made a few big plays. And
he has, hasn't he?
Heavy pressure from 14 there for the Cats. Jonah Wynn.
Yeah.
And that's going to lead to the incomplete pass and the turnover on downs. So the Bearcat offense punted it to that point. They'll get it to that point.
Man, that don't happen in just a whole lot.
No, it don't. So good job by the Cats out there stepping up, and that offense will jog back on the field and try to make a little something happen, get a little momentum going. A little disorganized last time, led by quarterback Rhett Niedert. We'll see what they can come up with.
You have Shelton at your left halfback, Lofton's your right halfback, Barr's your fullback. Shelton goes in motion. This is going to be a handoff to Barr up the middle, and Garrick's going to have about 2 yards there on the carry. 3, it looks like.
He's first met by a guy number 77. That's Bryson Turner. He's a big old kid, 6'2" senior, weighs in at 300 pounds.
Man.
So that is approximately 5 times the size of Garrick Barr.
Yeah.
But he's able to come in and you know, Garrick, we brag on him, it feels like every week. He runs the ball hard. He's undersized and he don't care. You know, he's going to give it his all. Good job by Garrick, able to pick up a few.
He's got 300 career rushing yards, over 300 career rushing yards. Kind of hopefully maybe we can see him get to that 500 mark for a career. Lofton there on the carry for your Cats. About maybe a 2-yard pickup if that.
I don't know. Did y'all notice how dangerously close they were to being lined up off sides?
Yes.
It looked like he was behind the ball.
Yeah. Looks like Parker Smith's in at receiver on the left. Mr. Green, Clayton Green. Now they're going to switch sides. Your center for the second string is going to be number 62. That's Connor Mayo. Right guard is 73. That's going to be Brian Smith. Your right tackle is going to be number 70. That's Colton Taylor. Your left guard, I'll get you that number here in just a second. Niedert comes up under center. Barr is your fullback. 35 seconds left to go in the third. Barr going to be a pass, from Niedert to Green.
There you go.
Picks up the first down.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to get it right to the line to gain there. Now, they haven't waved it on yet. Now they have. They're going to give them the first down. So whatever they needed, that's what they got. It was close, but Green able to fall forward and get the necessary yardage off the pass by Niedert. And that is most likely going to be the last play. So quick third quarter. We told you it would be.
Yeah.
Score 49 for the Cats, 6 for the Cedarville Pirates.
And before we take a little break, your left guard is Mr. Caleb Richardson, who got his first varsity start with a couple guys out tonight due to a little banged up just a hair. And number 53, that's going to be Jeremiah Shaw in at your left tackle for the Cats. So with that, folks, we'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat Football. Barr with the handoff there. Sorry, I was chewing up my Snickers. That was what? A gain of nothing?
Chocolate, peanuts,
Yeah,
caramel, and nougat. And also Barr with the carry. Got him back to the original line there. No gain on the play. He's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ball is into Pirate territory here at the 39-yard line. Cats' second string offense looking to punch one in. Get a little more exposure here as Niedert turns and hands the ball off. And
Lofton there on the carry.
yeah, he's met immediately. Looks like a gain of nothing. No gain on the play.
Levi McMaster is in at fullback. He came in on that last play for Garrick Barr. Another sophomore. Parker Smith is in at receiver on the right. And Clayton Green, number 20, split out to the left. We've got a lot of sophomores on this team.
Yeah, that's
a lot.
20-something?
I think they make up over half the team.
Yeah. Shelton goes in motion. Niedert on the keeper. Good decision. Good read there by Niedert. And he's going to get the first down there. 10-yard run there by Niedert.
Niedert, I think here in the next, year or so, if he gets like a little bit stronger and a little bit faster, he can be a lot like Brandon Ray.
Yeah. He's an athlete.
I mean, he's got the moves, and he's got the speed.
Yeah, he's quick. He's that first step quickness. He's definitely got it. I
Right.
see it out on the baseball field all the time, watching him play second base. Ball's hit, that first step, he gets to it. He's a good little athlete. He makes a lot of plays that you don't think he will, and that's going to translate out there as well, man. He's got that quick first step speed. As we're going to elect to take a early victory formation here.
9:45.
And I'm willing to bet we take a knee and we bring out the field goal unit here in just a second and let Juan have
talking
another
about this
kick.
before the game, yeah.
Yeah. See that, everybody at home, how smart that was?
Yeah.
A lot of people thought we was just going to knee it out. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be a field goal attempt. We'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see, because right now, with that's going to be, that's what, 33? So it'll be a 43-yard field goal. So he's telling McMaster to get back.
Yep. Get out of here, kid. We'll take another knee.
Take another knee.
It's going to back that thing up to the 35-yard line, and here they come.
There he is.
So what do we got here, guys?
45-yard field goal. No. 53.
53-yard attempt.
Yard attempt.
Which
that's going to be a boot.
That would.
It is. I know
my goodness.
He's been wanting to go for the record.
51 yards.
All right, here we go.
Juan Moreno, 53-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it's just off to the left. Just got a little bit underneath that. We was talking to Mr. Ken before the game, and he says he catches the ball for him when he practices. He's all, Juan's got a strong leg, consistent from 45 yards on, just right down the middle. So we know he's got the leg. I like the decision, though.
I mean, now's the time to try some stuff like that.
Yeah.
You never know when you're going to have a situation where a field goal could be the difference. And it's not something that we've necessarily used a lot. A few years back, I remember, was it Dobbs hit a field goal against Nashville here to win a playoff game. That was a big kick, and so now's the time to try that. You got to get repetition. And there's no better practice than in-game practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it out on the practice field all you want, but it's different when the lights are on and you're playing in the real deal.
You got pressure on you and everything
Good
else.
job
Good
by
stop
Green.
there
That's
by
William
Green.
That's William
Is
Green
that William
right
Green?
there.
That's,
William.
No, that's Clayton Green.
Oh, that is Clayton. You're right. Clayton Green. I'm sorry. Clayton Green.
Isaac brings up a good point. I forgot about that. I should not have. So notice where they got the ball and where he kicked the field goal from. So technically that counts as a punt.
Yes. Great decision.
So
Great point,
if he made it, it's a field goal. If he missed, hey, that's a punt.
That's old Dardanelle punt.
I was going to say Dardanelle all the time.
Yeah.
A little dump-off pass there from the quarterback. He's
Lot
got
of room to
Shelton
work.
left. And he's just going to push him out of bounds.
Shelton sends him over there to practice triple jump. Over in the triple jump pit. Good pursuit there by Shelton. That was a
touchdown saving.
Yes, it was. Little dump pass. Throws it for about,
what was that,
2 yards there.
Yeah, it goes
30,
for 40?
About the
multiple. I don't know.
About the 43-yard line.
Yeah.
So
6:20 left to go here in the game. Odin looking the pass, little curl route, and incomplete.
Yeah, he didn't have possession.
Looks like we got Pachinik in here at linebacker for the Cats, number 51. 59 comes out after a couple plays. That's going to be Xander Miller. McMaster comes in, number 12, as Jonah Wynn comes out. Colton Taylor, number 70, comes in at defensive tackle. William Green is in at your left corner over there. Lofton's your right corner. Parker Smith is one of your safeties, and Shelton is your other safety.
I do have another score for you. Charleston is beating Lavaca 48-21.
And heavy pressure. Oh, man.
Dangerous,
Wow.
dangerous pass.
Very dangerous. Kyle Myers almost had an interception. That kind of surprised him, I think.
Yeah, was that Clayton in pursuit there?
That was Clayton Green in pursuit.
Clayton Green in pursuit. Able to chase him down. Odin just able to get that thing away, and it's a good thing he does because that is a deep, deep sack if it isn't.
Yeah.
So it's going to fall as an incomplete pass. 3rd and 10 coming up. We're still at the 43-yard line here. 3rd and 10.
Let's see here. Trying to.
And he's
met
by
what a.
Oof.
Oh, Shaw there.
Big Shaw.
Yeah.
Big Shaw coming in, getting a play of his own there. Going to drop him for a loss of a couple. Back to the 45-yard line. Ball does come out and falling back on top of by the Cedarville player. So that's going to bring up a 4th and long here, 4th and 12. The second team squad here of the Cats looking to get a big stop and hold Cedarville, stop them in their tracks here.
Here's the snap. Odin looking to his right. Got some pressure here from Shaw again. And Shelton has a hand on it. McMaster and Shaw applying pressure there to Odin.
If I'm Shelton, I say I knocked that down on purpose, Coach.
I want another
Get
carry.
it way up there if you knock it down. If I catch it, it's back here. No, that's a good job in pursuit there by Shelton. Able to knock that thing away, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. The Cats get another opportunity here with 3:47 to go. 3:47 to go in the game. The Cats and their second team, led by Rhett Nieder, going to take it over at the 45-yard line.
Barton is up 22-18 over Harmony Grove. Lofton goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to McMaster, and he gets maybe a yard there on that carry.
Yeah, not a lot of room to work for McMaster, but just kind of falls forward. Gets a little something out of nothing there. 2nd and 9 coming up, 46-yard line. Clock is ticking away. It's going to be over in just a second.
Got rising up on Drew Central 21-8 at halftime.
Man.
So 21-8, it's not necessarily a blowout.
Yeah,
right.
I mean,
looks like they're more likely, kind of like what we thought. Drew
Yeah.
Central will be coming here next
Right.
week in the first round of the playoffs. Lofton gets the carry there. He gets about 4 yards there on the carry.
I keep thinking that Lofton's about to break one, man. He
Me
just
too.
almost gets there. He's tripped up right there and falls for a gain of just a 2. So now we're going to have a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Want to thank some sponsors for the app and live stream. Been kind of slacking on this, but when we're in mercy rolls, these quarters go quick.
Yeah, they do. They're hard. It's hard to get it all in.
So, exclusive broadcast advisor for the app and the website. First Western Bank, serving our local community for 110 years. And premier sponsors, 5B Properties and B Plus Rentals. See Calvin Bennett for your rental needs. As Niedert comes up under center. Shelton goes in motion. They're going to have offsides on the Pirates. Also want to thank Community National Bank. Try that again. Want to thank Community National Bank and Brett Cook for being sponsors for the app and the website. Let them take care of your banking needs. Got Purple Rain playing in the background. 150 left to go here in the game. And looks like we're just going to bring it in, probably take a knee, I figure. So while they're conversing, thanks some other sponsors for the app and the website. Shelter Insurance and agents Gerald Baker and Austin Baker. S&W Home Center for all your hardware needs. City of Booneville and a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Patriot Underground and Taylor Niedert. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. And Stacy Hobart Photo Art as Barr gets the handoff, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
That's going to, looks like you're right. They're going to get him right back to that line of scrimmage, and there's only going to be about 55 seconds. So this right here is most likely, one way or another, going to be your last play of the game.
Yeah. I'd like to see Garrett get another handoff where 15 was mailing him. I just like for him to deliver a good pop.
Yeah, well.
But it's not going to happen.
You're not going to get your way. Cats have went out in the victory formation here. They'll tick this thing down as far as they can. They will take the knee right about now, and that's going to be it. We've got 24 seconds to go. I don't see any reason Cedarville will rush out to make anything happen here, so that's going to bring us to the end of the game with your score, your final tally. Booneville 49, Cedarville 6, and a defensive show out right there by the Bearcats. You take away one long reception that traveled minimal yards.
3-yard catch and went 70 yards.
Yeah, you take that away, and that's a great job tonight by the Cats defense as they continue to cruise going into the second part of this season.
Yeah, they definitely have. Give a shout out to number 27 for the Pirates, Arnold. He's the workhorse for them, and he tried to do the best he could. Just come up a little short. Before we get going to our Tyler Ford post-game show, I want to thank some more sponsors. Give Tyler Ford and Elias and the guys, go down there and see them. They can hook you up. Hey, they always got deals and stuff going on, so go down there and see them, check them out. Shelter Insurance, agents Gerald Baker, Austin Baker, and Miss Lori Duke. Rockline Industries, people who make it right. Airmaster Inc. for all your air conditioning needs, and they sponsor our players of the game. We'll have a offensive and defensive players of the game. Don's Easy Pay. Go down there and let Mandy and Josh and the gang take care of you. Sorry, Mandy. They also have locations in Waldron, DeQueen, Mena, Booneville, Idabel, Poto, and Broken Bow. And Midtown Charm. Also, give a shout out to O'Reilly Auto Parts. Stop by for all your auto parts needs. Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. Let Jason and JD Jones take care of you. They can make just about anything you want. Just give them a call. He also makes salsa and jalapeno relish. Crowley City Service. Jake can attest. Hey, they'll give you some tires or do your brakes, oil change.
You know, they'll give you all that, and all they ask for is some money.
Just some money. Shigley Metal Shop LLC, kind of getting away from the metalwork and getting into the laser engraving. Check them out on TikTok, Facebook, and Etsy. Wiggins Ace Hardware for all your hardware needs or that honey to-do list you have to do. Doris Davis Tax Office. Let Trish and Donna take care of you. And give them a call at 675-2358. And Susan's Flowers and Gifts. You can make your loved one's day a special day. Thank you to our sponsors for the live stream and for the app and the website. Refresh my phone real quick, see if got the stats from Glenn.
I know.
Also want to give a shout out to Jake. I think he's joined our local department, or he just had on Mr. Ken's jacket.
Just wearing a jacket. I got cold, and I thought I would feel like Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
Yeah.
Turns out I did.
Speaking of Glenn, there's the legend himself. All right.
Legend of Driggs.
All right, I got the stick. Oh,
yeah.
Boy, howdy, we did. Cats had eight penalties for 80 yards. Cedarville had 2 for 10. Let's see here. No. Let me forward this over to. All right. Cats had 402 rushing yards, 13 yards through the air. So 415 total yards. Not much. A lot of penalty yardage. Not a lot going in the second half. 164 passing yards for the Pirates. They had negative 25 rushing yards. Little short routes is pretty much all they did all night.
Yeah, that was really the only sort of success they had. They went up for over 100 yards in the air, but when you're going backwards 25, it's tough to overcome.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not, saying that to sound rude. I'm just that's
it is.
That's tough.
It's tough to overcome.
Cats defensive line just dominated tonight. Multiple plays by multiple guys over there to get the job done, and Cedarville just had a lot more than they could handle there on the defensive side or on the offensive side of the ball there as far as the line goes. So kudos to the Cats, man. They come out ready to roll tonight, took care of business. It's not always easy. You're getting these games. You've got your conference championships sewed up.
Yeah.
You're already looking for the playoffs, and it's very easy to overlook a team like Cedarville in Week 10 here. But the Cats get the job done. Don't overlook them. Drop 49 in a quick second half. And now we can move to the other part of the season, the part that we're looking forward to the most, and that's the playoffs.
That's the playoffs. Cats are going to be hosting Drew Central with how everything's looking. Mansfield is up 32-13 over Hackett, so they will be the 3 seed out of our conference. West Fork beat Greenland 35 to, well, I say beat. It's in the end of the third quarter. It's 35-0. West Fork over Greenland. Newport's up, or I'm sorry, Prairieville's up 18-6 over Newport. That holds true. Then, they came back. Prairieville will be the 2 seed in the 3A2. Harmony Grove, Ouachita County, they've come back. It's 24-22 Harmony Grove over Barton. They are the 1 seed. They are on the very top of the bracket. They will have home field advantage all the way through the playoffs. Sets up a potential, whether they won or lost, sets up a potential third round, if everything works out the way we want it to.
Right.
Sets up a big quarterfinal game down at Camden.
It's going to be a tough game. I mean, we obviously got to get there.
Right.
Main one to focus on right now, of course, is going to be Drew Central coming into our place next week, looking to shock a lot of people around the state, and it certainly would be a shock. And Cats offense, I just said it talking about Cedarville overlooking them here. Mm-hmm. You see it all the time. Teams get beat because they overlook an opponent. And Drew Central, they're coming off of a rough season this year.
Yeah.
They're 2 wins, I think, on the season maybe.
Yeah.
Going to sneak in somehow as the 5 seed there.
The 5 seed, yeah. Well, I think there's only 6 teams in that conference.
So,
yeah,
just going to be one of them games that you feel like if you show up, you do things right, you don't shoot yourself in the foot continuously play after play on penalties.
Yep.
Your 80-yard penalty games, you can't have that kind of stuff once you get to this part of the season. And what I'm most excited for with these playoffs is it's not like it was last year.
On the road,
I mean, my goodness, we drove all over the state last year.
We did, didn't we? I'm
Smack
glad.
over and Melbourne and
Osceola
and wherever else. Ended up in Little Rock.
Osceola has the potential to come here. They're playing Manila, and I don't know the score of that game, but battling for the 3 seed there. The winner of that game will have a home playoff game, and if they were to win and we were to win, then they would travel here. That'd be something, because since 18 we have played 3 times.
Yeah.
So, and I would say it'd be kind of cool to play. Did I say Manila.
Manila.
I think I said that earlier. But Manila. Yeah.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
I second guessed myself. But what I was saying is Brandon Parrish was a senior last time they came here.
Yeah.
And this year Nathan Parrish is a senior.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. Kids used to come here.
Yeah, 2 Booneville boys that would certainly help this program. They were athletic, man, and
they are. Nathan's like
they had to head on down to Manila and made a lot of success down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, you never know. I don't know who we're going to play down here, but
yeah,
whoever it is, we better give them a ball game because
We
they're
better.
coming. They're coming in with an expectation that they're going to compete and
that's right.
have a chance to shock everybody. So
Yeah, I think so. Before we forget, I think our Airmaster Inc. players of the game, as far as defense, Hunter Warren was your leading tackler. He had, I think it was 8 tackles.
I was going to say that I think that's the guy that we should give it to. He had
8 tackles, 1 sack.
Few
really,
big ones.
Really
Yeah.
big tackles.
Few loud ones. You know, the
Right.
ones that make your team over here on the sideline jump up and down. Absolutely. Hunter Warren making his presence known out there on the field tonight.
I think every game you could give it to Dax Goff, but he had 164 yards. But Chase Shelton had 80-yard carry, and then Lentz and Warren finished with 70-plus. I'm thinking Shelton, unless you guys think Goff.
I mean, I think it's there's nothing wrong with switching it up a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
I think give it to Shelton.
He had a big play, man. Took 180 yards to the house. He'll remember it for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Dax, of course, he's getting closer to that career touchdown total. He had 2 tonight, scored 5, like Glenn was saying, scored 5 but kept 2.
Yeah.
So he's got 72 on the for his career. 76 is the record. So we may see it next week. He tie it or breaks it next week.
Yeah, no matter what, we're hoping to inch very, very close to it.
Yeah.
If we're not inching very close to it, we may not be playing the next week. We're going to have to rely on him to do his thing. Testament to that offensive line, though. You know, we always talk about. Everybody always talks about the guys that get to put up the numbers, the big stat guys, but without a hole to run through and stuff like that, the blocking out front, it's not easy to do. Just look at this tonight on the other side of the ball. So, you know, just great job by that offensive line all the time, giving him opportunities for the last few years, looking to give him a few more, give him an opportunity and a shot to get that record.
Yeah, and especially with you had a couple guys out tonight. Caleb Richardson getting his first varsity start at left guard, and moved some guys around on the other. I mean, you got to give the guys some kudos, and Coach Hadaball, you know, the line coach, moving guys around to have the right guys on the right spot.
I'll tell you, man, there's not a guy that cares more about what he does than Jacob Hadaball. That dude, that's anytime we're talking about anything, the conversation will turn to the offensive line on the football team. I mean, the dude just bleeds purple and gold, loves what he does. Awesome guy to have around this school. Killed him a big buck this weekend.
Oh, hey, right
just
on. Nice.
Super, you know, he's a great guy. So happy to call him a friend, and man, Booneville's lucky to have him. He's got those boys going.
Yeah, he does. Guys, you got anything else before we head out of here?
Nope.
No? Isaac? No? All right. Well, for Isaac Brown, Jacob Fennell, Dylan Harden, I'm Zach Austin. Lord willing, we'll see you next week in the round 1 of the Arkansas State playoffs. We'll see you then. And remember, as always, folks, it's a great day to be a Bearcat.